Hi, welcome back to my craft room. It's Kathy from Raven Vintage. We are continuing on with remaking some of the envelope projects from the 100 days of envelope ideas for the 100-day project that we did. So the videos I did as a reel and uploaded as a short to YouTube, I am remaking them in full version for you here as requested. I think we have about 8 or 9 left. And we finished up with Mr. Owl here. Mr. Owl's pretty full. But I am going through and I'm still embellishing the journal, just not adding any more envelope projects. So I'm adding like the tabs to certain things, pages and flip outs and stuff from, those are from the freebie kit in my coffee shop. Make sure you grab that. And so I am working on that before I put it up for sale. If anyone's interested, please contact me, or you can always message me on Facebook or Instagram. Okay, so this is day 29. It's Collage, and this is the new journal. I just did a quickie video about that if you're interested to take a look. It's like Mr. Owl. I used wallpaper from Wallpaper sample books. I love using wallpaper for journal covers. They're very durable, and it bends nicely for, around your edges, and I love using wallpaper. There's also wallpaper on the inside from a wallpaper sample book, so really durable. So here's the finished journal. Well, not finished journal. The signatures are sewn in, and I am using Christmas collage papers from my Etsy shop. I'm using nostalgic neutrals from my wallpaper, vintage wallpaper collection. I'm using authentic vintage music sheets, tea-dyed paper, and then this lined paper from a notebook I purchased thrifting. It's either aged or it already had this kind of ivory color to it. It's just perfect. Now I added quite a bit of, and then this scrapbook paper, and then you'll see on the back of a lot of the pages I used my Christmas backgrounds. That's a large kit with all kinds of different backgrounds to use for your printing. They're just like this, beautiful. It's a really neat collection. So you'll see there's some more vintage wallpaper. So there, you can see that I went with this kind of bluey green Christmas theme onto the envelope project. So today we're going to do a collage, and in keeping with this color theme, I have one of the printables. So I don't have a lot of scraps yet because we're just getting started. So I am just going to take one of the papers I have from the, I think this one's Silver Bell, and on the back that's one of the pages from the Christmas backgrounds. I have a piece of book page, and then I have Christmas snips and sentiments, which we'll grab later to do our final embellishing. So we need one envelope. Set our journal aside for now. And okay, so it's going to start tearing some book page. Okay, so I have some some text, and I have this. So I'm going to try to tear around the, I don't know what I'm going to do. Let's see. Let's just start tearing. That. And then we'll see what looks good when we start. Start with that. My angel, I'll just hang on to her. Okay, so I have some paper strips. Now keep in mind, I have the back as well I can use. I don't know if I will or not, we'll see. I kind of just like these colors together. So let's just start. It's, take some of my, use that as the back to protect my page. And I am not great at collage, but I do really enjoy it. So let's start with, and if it overhangs, that's fine because we're going to trim the edges. But if you do have a corner to start with, by all means. Right in the corner, if you do have some straight edges. Yeah, this is a pretty little project. I love it. I love this one. Over the edge, I just want I think I'll put some berries up in this corner here. I mean, collage is so pretty. I know it seems weird to collage with a page that already is a collage, but it's this torn look, and by adding some vintage paper, that it just makes it really sweet. Now remember, when you're tearing, whatever you pull forward, so in this case I'm using my left hand to pull forward, and then I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to pull forward with my right hand. Whatever you're pulling forward gets the colored edge, and whatever goes to the back gets the white edge. So keep that in mind if that's important to you. So I have pattern, text, solid, and then I'll repeat pattern like this probably. Like that. It's a beautiful day, beautiful weather. I think I'm going to go to, there's an outdoor antique vendor show at a flower farm. I'm going to go check that out today. I just love that I live in an agricultural area, and I love how we mix agritourism, like tourism with the agriculture. I think it's just one of the most brilliant things. We used to have a really great tourism department with the county, and I really miss the work they did. They're no longer, they're cut from the budget, unfortunately, but they did a phenomenal job. Okay, that's that. And then I'll put some at the bottom here. Overlap. I'm going to grab a solid. Okay, wasn't sure if I was going to glue that down or not, but we will now. So see, this little bit here picks up over here. Got a little bit too much white on that for my liking. And same with here. that. Okay, so this either needs book page or solid between it. So let's see here. We'll do more book page. That. A glue stick is really the best, in my opinion, for doing collage. I think I'll do a little more pattern here. Let's get some more of this in. I'll go a different direction with it. Maybe come down a little. Oops. Now keep in mind, we're going to be putting something right in the center here. So to follow suit with what I did in the reel. So if you are short on paper, what have I done? Here we go. That. Okay, yes, I think I'll even this out with a little book page at the top. So see, I have different widths as well. And we'll get another solid in there. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to flip it over at all. Am I? Well, maybe. Not quite big enough. Yeah, let's do a little bit of this color here. It's interesting. There, and maybe I'll add some here. So let's flip this over. There we go. I don't want any of their little faces in there, but yeah, let's just add a little bit. That I do have. Okay. And then what do we want? I think more berries. No, that's too matchy-matchy there. I'm going to need to split that up a little. I'm going to need to do two. Like that. Oops, a little extra white there. I didn't want, oh well. And then we'll just put some berries in here. We're going to do the back as well. There we go. Okay, nice. So that's a good start. Now, of course, we're going to flip this over and trim our edges. Now remember, like always, if you accidentally trim the edge of your envelope, you can always glue it shut. Doing the scissor hang there, stop it. Of course, this is a great scrap buster project. It would make a great mass making project, just to sit down, grab a bundle of your scraps and coordinate your colors and just collage away. You could do a bunch of master boards. A great way to keep your hands busy if you don't have a specific project to work on. Like I just used one very small book page there, so it didn't take a lot. I did end up, see that there? I don't know if you can see that, but I accidentally trimmed that, but I'm going to be putting an insert in here, so that's okay. So now I'm going to leave the flap, but I am going to decorate this part here. Now I think on the back I'm going to incorporate this large piece of this angel here, so that that's kind of, she's like that, and then I'll collage over to the side. Well, Carrie had mentioned about clipping, using a paper clip so that you don't have to glue all of your, and it's almost like she has ESP, because that's exactly what I did with this project. I'm going to go a different direction with the text this time. It's exactly what I did with the collage project in the short, or in the reel, was I paper clipped it. It's like she's seeing the future. There we go. And then we will just start coming across like this. Yep. So last couple of videos I was talking a lot about slow crafting and how junk journaling 100% fits into that category of slow crafting. And a lot of people resonated with that. And they're like, that's it. Like trying that, a feeling we get with junk journaling, but they never really could articulate what that was. And I really think slow crafting does embody that feeling that we get with crafting. Some have even said that they never, like, they scrapbooked for years and they never got the same feeling that they do with junk journaling. And I think that's partly because of the freedom, the creative freedom with junk journaling. I think that's part of that feeling, where scrapbooking is a little more precise. Oh, that's too far. I'm not gonna reach. I need to come up here. Not quite big enough. Not quite. Down here. What have we got left here? Some good amount of book page in here. It doesn't look, I love how when we trim the ends off, it all comes together. I just need another piece of paper because this one's getting too sticky. Another one. Okay. Something big over here. And be careful you don't glue your envelope shut. Right up to the corner. I'll do some text this way this time. I'm really happy to be working with these Christmas digitals again, just because they're so pretty, even though it's just gorgeous outside. It's kind of weird to be thinking of Christmas, I know, but in the maker's world, we have to be thinking about the seasons ahead of time so you're prepared for it. You can't be expected to make everything on December 1st. Like, you have to be a little more sensible. Okay, a little bit perplexed here on what to do with this center. What have I got here? Ooh, it might be kind of cute just to peek out a few little eyes. Yeah. Just a few. Put her here. And then something else right there. How about some of this stuff? Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, have to go like that. Yep. We'll do that. And then the flap, I thought we could just use some stamping, some inks. There we go. Okay. So I pretty much used the whole page. Not going to be a lot of waste here. I pretty much used all. I might do a little. Just see what this looks like once we get it trimmed. And of course we'll ink the edges. But that flap, I thought maybe we could, I didn't do this in the video, but I did think that today we could ink the flap up a little bit. Yeah, I thought we could use some inks on the flap. There. Okay, and then on the inside, this might be a little bit tricky, but I am going to cut along the envelope edge, about perhaps adding a little book page across here, just to break her up a little bit. Yep, I think I will. Something small. That. Yes, it seems to balance out the book page a little more, don't you think? Let's get the inside done. Okay, so that's what I ended up with for scraps after that. I'm not going to keep those in the bin. And I would like to trace this and then add it to the inside of the envelope. So the flap, what are we going to do with the flap? This will be inked all the way around. So I thought maybe with the flap we could add a little bit of ink and then some stamping. So I used this sepia or vintage photo and just a light coverage. This, just so it's not bright white. Picking up all the glue bits there. That's okay. Kind of like that. I kind of like that. Okay, so just a little bit. I don't know if you can see the difference. It's not. Should we go a little bit darker? Maybe just a little bit. A little bit more. See how it's picking up all the glue bits? That's kind of cute. I like it, actually. Looks a little more grungy. And then, of course, we'll ink the edges a little darker. Okay, so that's that. And then I grabbed blue. I have these two. Tumbled glass and broken china. I kind of like this broken china. Let's just see what it looks like first. Okay, let's just do a little bit. Little swirly swirls here and there. Just a little bit. Okay, I like that. I like that very much. Okay, less is more. And then I got out some stamps. Not used this before, so let's test it out. Now, what color? Blue, black, vintage photo. I feel like I want to do black because, but I'll do it faintly. So I pretty much just want from there up. Let's just see what she looks. Oh, I did the wrong way. After all that, oh no. Okay, well, let's see if we can mastermind this. Oh, Kathy. Well, let's cover up this. If I ruin it, we'll just cover it with paper. Oh, there, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, I do like this black on top of that sepia and blue blended background. And of course, I've inked my stamp. Who cares? I'm fine with that. Okay, stamps aside. So far, so good. It's really cute. Okay, so I'd like something for the center, and let's ink the edges first just to get the full color effect that we want, and then there. I went a little heavy with the inking. I just think it's appropriate for this project. So far, so good. I quite like that. Okay, now if you want, let's try it on the back first. You can just kind of do a light, just to kind of pick up some of the edges a little bit from the collage with your ink. I think that looks adorable. I'm going to do it here too. See that white bit I had there? So just there. I like that. I think that looks fabulous. Now I need to fix a little bit. Lift it a little bit here and there. There. Good. Very good. Okay, next we need to pick a center piece. I like the little birdies. I think they're really sweet. You could go with a neutral. And then I want some sort of little embellishment. So this is the Christmas snips and sentiments in my Christmas section on my Etsy shop. So we'll use something like that, or one of these little sentiments. Are so cute. I just love them. I love these. I use these a lot. So one thing I do come this time of year when I'm starting to work on Christmas bits is I cut a whole bunch of these, and I'm guaranteed I have a box of them somewhere. But I wanted to show you fulsome like what they look like. So I think I might, oh, she's so cute too, isn't she? Oh, the kitties. Love the little kitties. I like this little cat here too. So something not too big, but no, I think I'm going to go with my first thought there was the birds. Ooh, I like this one with the blue china too. Let's do the birds. Okay, I'm going to cut that out like that. Go right on top. I forgot about these. I have these little snowflakes from the dollar store. Oh my gosh, there's such cute stuff in here. Oh. If you go to the dollar store and buy some of the sprigs, the Christmas sprigs, and cut them apart into smaller bits, there's some really neat, you can make them look vintage. So I know they're just plasticky things from the dollar store, but you can make them look vintage just by changing the size to like just cutting. It's like cutting a head of broccoli down to all the little mini broccolis inside the broccoli. I am. Okay, yeah, dollar store. One little bundle, it'll last you forever. Isn't that? I forgot about. Very pretty. Okay. I like it. I like it very much. Okay. Into the journal you go. So you could do an overhang like this. Paper, is it? No, it's not quite wide enough, that page. Go this way. Yeah, that fits better. There, I like that. I kind of like this across. I like that very much. Okay, let's grab a paper clip. Okay, so I have some pretty gold ones, which doesn't go with the silver, but that's okay. And I have these rose gold ones. Let's see which one looks better. Don't mind that at all. I also don't mind that. I think I'll go with the gold. I like it. Don't have to be super matchy-matchy. Okay, well, that's today's project, is the collage. Fabulous. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me again today and getting started on this Christmas journal. So I think we'll add our envelope projects, and as we go, we'll figure out where we're going to glue pockets shut and that sort of thing, and decorate pockets. But the main focus for me will be getting these envelopes projects in here for you. So there you go, collage. So sweet. Just transforming plain old envelopes into something really precious. I love it. All right, well, thanks again for hanging out with me. Thank you for your wonderful comments. I look forward to getting back to reading comments again now that we're back making our envelope projects. And like I said, there's about 8 more. And who knows what we're going to do next. Okay, thanks again for hanging out. We'll talk to you later. Bye.